고개 여기 널 찾아 배막에서 동폴라 야생 저기 널 주네 배맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 계기 죄쓴 달주기 징기 랍체 실수성 구루 배만 시디호 고개 여기 널 찾아 배막에서 동폴라 야생 저기 널 주네 배맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 계기 죄쓴 달주기 징기 랍체 실수성 구루 배만 시디호 고개 여기 널 찾아 배막에서 동폴라 야생 저기 널 주네 배맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 야생 저기 널 주네 해맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 계기 제쓴다 주기 진기 랍체 실수성 구루 배만 시디호 오게 여기 널 찾아 배막에서 동폴라 야생 저기 널 주네 배맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 계기 제쓴다 주기 진기 랍체 실수성 구루 배만 시디호 오게 여기 널 찾아 배막에서 동폴라 야생 저기 널 주네 배맞으네 실수자 거룩한 조망 보고 계기 제쓴다 주기 진기 랍체 실수성 구루 배만 시디호 情意拉切，谁诉讼，苦如佩玛西地后。
Good evening, everyone. So, as more people stream into the live stream, so very welcome to those on site. So we see some new friends and old. So let's welcome everybody to tonight's teaching. And before Rinpoche arrives, let's get Anila to ground us in prayers. So for those that's on site, there's actually the QR codes. Those that are new here, there's QR codes on both ends of the throne. So you can see the QR code. Do scan them for the prayer text. There's also the big screen. It will show the prayer text. Okay, so thanks, Anila. Thank you.
Okay, let's do the prayer together. Omahum, Omahum, Omahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum.
Om Smara Smara
Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Sambara Sambara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. Om Smara Smara Vimana Saramaha Javahum. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. I take refuge in the Gurus, I take refuge in the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. To the Buddha, Dharma and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By the merits from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. To the Buddha, Dharma and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. In particular, I must achieve enlightenment quickly in order to free all the numberless kind mother sentient beings from the unimaginable ocean of samsaric suffering and lead them to peerless full enlightenment. For this purpose, I must listen and thereafter put into practice the teachings of the profound Buddha Dharma. Tayata Shame Shamavati Shamita Shankru Ankre Mankre Varasite Karote Kyore Tezawati Uluyani Ushada Nimani. Manapanaye kukre kaka grase grasani omuki para muki amuki shamitani sawa graha banda nane nigahitwa sawa para parvadina vimuta mara pasha sidabitwa buddha mudra anungatita sawa mare patarita parishidi vikasantu sawa mara kramani. I prostrate to the gathering of Dakinis of the three places, coming from the supreme holy sites of space enjoying, who have the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, and regard practitioners as their offspring. Aka samarata shadarasa mariapi. Aka samarata shadarasa mariapi. Aka samarata shadarasa mariapi. Tiyata gati gati parakati parasamgati buddhi soha. Tiyata gati gati parakati parasamgati buddhi soha. Tiyata gati gati parakati parasamgati buddhi soha. Through the path of the great truth of the words of the exalted three jewels, may all adverse conditions be overcome, may they become non-existent, may they be pacified, may all the evils such as enemies, obstacles and hindrances, and adverse conditions be pacified. Shantim Kuriye Soha. May the 80,000 types of obstacles be pacified, may we be separated from adverse harmful conditions, may everything conducive be obtained, and by the auspiciousness of everything good, may there be excellent happiness here and now. May all sentient beings achieve extraordinary superior happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from the unbearable sea of suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from the bliss of supreme liberation. May all sentient beings be free of all bias, attachment, and anger to near ones and aversion to others. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. To accomplish my own and others' aims, I generate the altruistic intention to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. Reverently, I prostrate my body, speech, and mind, and present out of every type of offering, actually offered and mentally transformed. I confess all my negative actions, accumulated since beginner's time. I rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate all the virtues of others and myself to the great enlightenment. The Heart Sutra. Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vulture Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of Sangha of monks and a great gathering of Sangha of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered the Samadhi that expresses the Dharma called profound illumination, and at the same time, Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasava, while practicing profound Prajna Paramita, saw in this way. He saw the five skandhas also to be empty of nature. Then, through the path of the Buddha, Venerable Shariputra said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasava, how should a son or daughter of noble family train, who wishes to practice profound Prajna Paramita? Addressed in this way, Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasava said to Venerable Shariputra, O Shariputra, a son or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice a profound Prajna Paramita should see in this way, seeing the five skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form, form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. There are no characteristics, there is no birth and no cessation, there is no impurity and no purity, there is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dhammas, no I dhatu up to no mind dhatu, no dhatu of dhammas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance up to no old age and death, no end of old age and death, no suffering, no origin of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, since the Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they abide by means of Prajna Paramita. Since there is no obscuration of mind, there is no fear. They transcend falsity and attain complete nirvana. All the Buddhas of the three times, by means of Prajna Paramita, fully awaken to unsurpassable, true, complete enlightenment. Therefore, the great mantra of Prajna Paramita, the mantra of great insight, the unsurpassed mantra, the unequaled mantra, the mantra that calms all suffering, should be known as truth. Since there is no deception, the Prajna Paramita mantra is said in this way. Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Soha. Thus, Sariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva should train the profound Prajna Paramita. Then the Blessed One arose from the Samadhi and praised noble Avalokiteshvara. The Bodhisattva Mahasattva, saying, Good, good, O son of noble family, thus it is. O son of noble family, thus it is. One should practice the profound Prajna Paramita, just as you have taught, and all the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One has said this, Venerable Sariputra and noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, and the whole assembly and the world of his gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced and praised the words of the Blessed One. Okay, we'll take a break here.
Thank you, Anil. Tonight's teachings. So Rinpoche is going to teach about the topic of should I care about others, so which is quite interesting. So stay tuned for that, and I'll run through tonight's announcements. So orientation program that's happening. So our new friends, if you are looking at this, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. Orientation program that's happening on Sunday, the 11th of June at 2 p.m. So if you're keen to learn about Buddhism and how you can start your learning of Dharma, this journey, so let us help you with it. Join us for this orientation program for us to connect with you. So this program will also introduce you, about the temple, share the basic Buddhist practices and also the services that we offer and facilitate interaction and bonding. So scan this QR code and, bring along your friends and family to join us. And module 1 of Exploring Buddhism is back. So check out the dates from 16th, 23rd July, 30th as well, and also 2 dates in August, 6th and the 13th, which from 2 to 6 p.m. on site with Dharma brother Keith Chung to learn more about Buddhism. So this course provides learners with basic understanding and appreciation of Buddhism. So the language of instruction is English. Do scan to register and to find out more. And it's Guru Bumsuk ceremony that's happening soon. So 16th to 17th of June, so Friday and Saturday, and this is going to happen at Thich Choling, Malacca. So this year, the event will be held in Malacca, where we can pray and receive teachings as a community with our dearest Dharma family from Malaysia and many parts of the world. So this will surely be an epic family reunion, which we have been anticipating for so long. So last day to sign up for tickets on site will be on the 11th of June, 2359, which is this Sunday. So please take note. So a lot of us haven't been to the new temple, myself included. So let's get going and we'll meet each other there. So receive precious heart teachings from Singha Rinpoche that we encourage all to come together to generate the faith and devotion to him, keeping the flame of hope alive, and we can transcend our old self through the practice of Guru Bumsuk. So this is like a bit more of the explanation on why we do what we do. So Singha Rinpoche will be also teaching and guiding us throughout this event. So something special about receiving teachings in a retreat setting is that it allows us the time and space to contemplate and also immerse ourselves in Dharma. So supplicate Guru Rinpoche while supporting a good cause. So Guru Bumsuk is actually a salt offering practice that deepens our relationship with Guru Rinpoche. So we will be collaborating with Thich Choling Malacca to set up the talk offerings physically for the two-day event. So with the kind assistance of Happy Charity Association in Malaysia, the food items will be distributed to the needy individuals and families in the local community. So making offerings is also an important part of our Buddhist practice, so as it will help us to gather a collection of merits for success in our spiritual and worldly aspirations. So we strongly encourage everyone to make sincere offerings to request Guru Rinpoche for his swift and powerful blessings. Scan this QR code, so many offerings that's available, so prosperity, dragon incense, talk offerings, as well as mandala offerings available for sign-ups. That'll be all for tonight in tonight's announcement. So in the meantime, let's ground ourselves and await Rinpoche's arrival. Thank you.
Shortly to welcome Rinpoche. Hong Hogen Yogi no chan sam Prema Kesa Dombola Yatsen Chogi no Juni Prema Juni Shesudra Kodo Kandro Mambo Kro Keki Jesu Dabdrugi Chingi Lapche Shesu So Guru Pema Sidi Hong Woge Yogi no Chansa Pema Kesa Dombola Yatsen Chogi no Juni Pema Juni Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mambo Kro Heki Jesu Dabdrugi Jingi Lapche Shesu So Uru Pema Sidi Hong Woge Yogi no Chatsam Pema Kesa Dombola Yatsen Chogi Godruni Pema Junni Shesudra Kodu Kandro Mambo Kro Heki Jesu Nabdugi Chingi Lapche Shesu So Uru Pema Sidi Hong.
Please offer 3 prostrations to Rinpoche.
Okay, let's offer mandala for the teachings. Om Ahom, Om Ahom, Om Ahom. Om Vrajagrao Ahom. He is the mighty and powerful base of gold. Om Vrajalai Ahom. Outer ring is encircled with this iron fence. In the center, the king of mountains, Mount Meru. In the east, the continent Puvavidiha. In the south, Jambuvipa. In the west, Aparagodania. In the north, Uttarakuru. Around the east, the subcontinents Deha and Videha. Around the south, Chamara and Upper Chamara. Around the west, Sata and Uttaramantri. Around the north, the subcontinents Kurava and Kaurava. In the east is the treasure mountain. In the south is the wage-running tree. In the west is the wage-running cow. In the north is harvest that needs no cultivation. Here is the precious wheel. Here is the precious jewel. Here is the precious queen. Here is the precious minister. Here is the precious elephant. Here is the precious and best of horses. Here is the precious general. Here is the great treasure vast. Here is the goddess of beauty. Here is the goddess of garlands. Here is the goddess of song. Here is the goddess of dance. Here is the goddess of flowers. Here is the goddess of incense. Here is the goddess of light. Here is the goddess of perfume. Here is the sun. Here is the moon. Here is the umbrella of all that is precious. Here is the banner of victory in all directions. In the center are all the possessions precious to gods and men. This magnificent collection, lacking in nothing, I offer to you my kind and holy root Lama, together with you, venerable lineage Lamas, and to you, Lama, compassionate Lama Losang Luan Doji Chang. Together with the assembly of gods, I offer this pure and beautiful collection to you. In your compassion, accept what I offer for the sake of all beings. Having accepted this, to myself and to all beings, please grant your blessings through your great compassion. This ground anointed perfume, strange flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, sun and moon. I offer in visualizations as pure Buddhas. May all sentient beings thus enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, anger and ignorance, my body, my wealth and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the 3 poisons. Venerable Holy Gurus, in the space of your truth body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of profound and extensive Dharma in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Omidam Guru Rana Mandala Kamniyatayami. Precious Guru, please grant me all realizations of the path, from Guru devotion to the completion of the training, the unified Vajra state. Please grant me blessings that my mind will become Dharma, the Dharma will become the path, that hindrances in the path may not occur, that I cease all wrong conceptions and receive immediately the 2 precious Bodhisattvas. Okay, let's greet Rinpoche. Good evening, Rinpoche.
Okay, good evening. So today there's a topic about should I care about others? The reason why I want to talk about this is many people have at many different times asked me many different questions privately, personally, and actually I feel all their questions could be answered by me just saying this: should I care about others? Now, in the Mahayana Buddhism, we always talk about self-sacrifice, always talk about perfection of patience and perfection of giving and the perfection of this, perfection of that. And then after that, we all get so tied up about the word perfection. And then to be perfect, we just want to be perfect, and then we don't know how to deal with the idea that, or the core essential heart teaching, that the main activity of Buddha is to love us, is to serve all sentient beings. So then how do we match this? Because it sounds totally different. First I need to be perfect, then I need to care for others. Before I'm perfect, how to take care of others, how to care for others. Then so I thought to talk about this tonight. The other question that is very often asked to me, but I have not gotten the opportunity, so tonight I thought to answer this question at the same time, is to talk about, is a very frequently asked question to me, is about what is the difference between ego and humility, right? And so I thought these 2 questions can merge together, and I answer, should I care about others and this and that. So first of all, we like to think that we should be able to care for others. We like to think about that, isn't it? That we should care for others, and we should protect others, and we should help others, and this and that, okay? Now, let's turn things the other way around, okay? Let's say now, all of us got sick. All of us in this hall is sick. Right? Maybe the air has got, somebody put poisonous fumes, and all of us suddenly get sick. Okay? Oh. And then what happens? A very experienced doctor comes, right? And this doctor, very experienced doctor, wants to show he care and he can help. But you know what? He has a bad habit. He never bathes and he never changes clothes. Okay, his hair is always unruly and unkempt, and you can smell him from across the road. He comes inside. What happens to everybody? Huh? What happens? Oh, run away. And what? Will you believe him that he can help? Will you believe that he can help you? Will you believe that he can heal you? Okay? And basically you just need to think, you just need to visualize or feel this person, body odor, doesn't bathe, is totally unkempt, hair is all matted up, right? And he's really, dark and grimy. And like I said, you can smell him from across the road. Even when people look at him, he's a sight to behold. Okay? So he heard, he knows all of us are sick here. And he comes over to want to help. What is the natural, honest, natural thing that everybody would do? Isn't it? Right? To stir in more shit, okay? Stir in more shit, he has urine incontinence. So he smells and reeks of ammonia. Okay? But he claims to be able to heal, and he claims to be able to care. Now, can you feel the difficulty? Can you all feel this difficulty? Okay? Now, why am I saying this? It's because for all of us, we always think that I'm here to help. But have we thought about, am I helping, am I mixing poison into medicine? Why do I say that in Buddhism, when there's an opportunity to give service, to bring out our best? It's because when people like to say that I'm a volunteer and this and that, I give my best, is you also give your best and also you give your worst. Because we all bring along our unhealthy ego. I'm here to help you, no? You understand? Just like that, like I said, no? You just think of this 50, 60-year-old man, totally smelly, stinking, looks like a crazy beggar. Okay, and then he says that he can help you. He can heal you. Will you accept his help? Or do you dare, are you frightened to accept his help? Okay? Maybe most people wouldn't even dare to let him try. Isn't it? Right? So what am I going at now? Should I care about others? Yes. But before you can let other people feel comfortable about ourselves, we need to care for ourselves, This is called self-care. Self-care is to really think about whether we are here, let's say, this term, Chinese like to say anything that is medicine is 30% poison. Right? So poison is medicine. Okay? But would you take poisonous medicine? If poison is medicine, and medicine has poison, medicine has poison, but would you take poisonous medicine? You see, in this time and space, taking poisonous medicine would really have to depend on the qualification and the experience of the doctor, isn't it? Most Chinese herbs, as we all know, are definitely and definitive poisonous, right? An experienced doctor would write down and say how much of this, how much of that, based on feeling our pulse, feeling our body. There is no standard medicine for all. Unlike, maybe Western medicine, or if you have headache, then you take this one white color pill and then the headache will go away. That is good for stopping the symptom, but not curing the root of it. Now, why do I say this? Why am I saying this? Is because many of us really didn't have enough time for self-care. And self-care really here means reflection of how much we have reflected the teaching based on self-experimentation. Not self-intellectualization, but self-experimentation. Okay? Most of us have a very good relationship with the Dharma, right? But unfortunately, most of us have a disassociative relationship with the Dharma. We learn a lot about the Dharma, but we are very much disassociated with it. Why? We know to use the terms. We know to say the words. We know we know the concept and the ideology between the different things. But no guru devotion, no humility, no thinking about what is the difference about ourselves with ego, what is ego, and how to deal with it. So today I want to also talk about this ego. And so I want to let you understand about this ego thing. First of all, we all feel, because of English word ego, 3 words, then ego is a bad thing. Okay? Let's say ego is a bad thing, then what is the opposite of ego? Then we need to be very clear about it, Right? If ego is bad, then what is suitable for Buddhists? Right? Because in Buddhism, everybody say ego is bad, ego is bad. So then what is good? Very seldom they give you what is good. So but now I tell you. Okay? It is confidence. Self-confidence. Because self-confidence is based on lots of practice and lots of failure. Don't tell me you can be self-confident without failure. Everybody out there, the wise and the successful ones look good. The failure part you didn't see. The tears you didn't see. The insecurity you didn't see. And the energy it takes to fight off the laziness and the insecurity and the self-doubt you didn't see. Okay? So, how do we know that a person, honestly, you want me to teach? You want me to teach you about how do you know whether a person is self-confident or not? Okay? We all know how to see an egoistic person, right? Right? Because we are equally egoistic. When the peacock show all the feathers, the other peacock will show. Honestly, all the egoistic people can recognize egoistic people. Simple people, when they see egoistic people, you know what happened to them? You know what happened to them? Simple people, when they see egoistic people, honest, simple people, I'm not saying fake, pretend simple people, they say, oh, some big person come, oh man, he's like this. So some simple people, honestly speaking, are manipulated by egoistic people. They know how to talk big, they know how to angle or let people see them the way they want other people to see them, and this and that. Talk big, talk loud, do many things to show. So the simple people, simple person will feel, oh wow, very inspired, wow, this is a big person, important person, and this and that. But may not be the case. Simple person will feel this. Egoistic person will want to fight with him, challenge that person. Okay? So what is the difference? Since we know how to see ego, how do we see a person who is not egoistic but not yet self-confident? So now I share with you, self-confident person, okay, versus egoistic person, right? Right? But I'm going to share you before a self-confident person comes truly self-confident, which takes, of course, like I said, years of failure, years of practice, years of heartache, years of everything, stuff like that. Somewhere in the middle between ego and self-confident is the letter Y. Turn left or turn right. Okay? Turn left or turn right. When the person is about to reach there, it will always come out to this point. You tell me whether what I say is true or not, okay? Right? Based on your own experience, huh? Now we are talking about experience, okay? Since the person is not yet self-confident and not yet egoistic, but the person need to show up, you know what the person does? Brand up and shape up and look good and doll up. Am I right? Am I right? Right? Look at teenagers till maybe till they are 30 or 35. Doll up, shape up, fashion up, brand up. Correct? Because not here, not there, and everything. So, then want to go and see, want to go and try, want to go and buy, want to go and this, want to go and everybody goes through this phase. Okay? And there's nothing to be ashamed of it. Isn't it? Am I right? Everybody goes through this phase. Before you become self-confident or whatever, then, now what's the next point? The next point is, how do you see a self-confident, how do you recognize a self-confident person in terms of the person's, I'm talking about real self-confident and not self-ego. Okay? A person who is self-confident is usually humble. A person who is egoistic, naturally we know, he's not humble. For example, a self-confident chef who can cook very well, for example, maybe fried rice, right? Now we all know what's Uncle what now, sir? Uncle Roger, yeah. Sir. Uncle Roger, yeah. Uncle Roger, right? So Uncle Roger, right? Can he cook? Maybe he can, but as you can see, he may seriously, he put down and everything, or you look at some of the chefs, some of them really can talk, some of them really can cook, but the really good ones are those who can cook and are humble and can learn some more and try some more and do some more. From my own experience, what I see, when a person becomes self-confident, he must have one thing he has already cultivated and digested and has gotten one thing called self-care. No more doing for to show other people, but doing to benefit other people. Benefit themselves, benefit other people. Self-care. Right? First, they know how to take care of their body, they know how to take care of their mind, they know how to take care of their speech, they know not necessary to talk so much. Right? And then to recognize these kind of people, usually you will not see something that is common in the not yet, in the just now I said this cross junction person, right? Cross junction person, doll up, shape up, brand up, right? Everything. But a self-confident person, there's no brand, not necessarily to have any brand on that person. Not necessary to have brand, not necessarily to have a branded car, branded clothes, branded things. Right? Because you know why? He knows these are things. Things cannot bring you any. Things can only bring one thing to us: headache and heartache. All things can only bring one thing to us: headache and heartaches. If you buy property, you do not know what to do with it. You have to think about your will and who and how and this and that. Right? If you have things, you then after that you don't know who to give, who to share, and other people will help other people to will like it or not. If you don't have the watch, you feel like you want to have the watch. When you buy the watch, you don't know when you can wear the watch. Things give us headache. Experience and the inner self-confidence give us energy. So should we care about other people? Really depends on where you are, or how other people can benefit from ourselves. Okay? For example, there are people who are very easily triggered, can be a very helpful person, but a very easily triggered person. Those people who are with this person also very stressed. Right? Like maybe some people like to eat with me, but eat with me very frightened. Why? Because definitely every time eat with me, I will say, hold your chopstick properly, please. For the past 25 years, I've been saying, please hold your chopstick properly. Every time like to eat with me, but eat with me, I will say, please try to hold your chopstick. Try. Yeah. Because then it becomes a try to hold your chopstick properly. Isn't it? Right? Or there are people who, when no one is looking, anyhow hold the chopstick. When somebody is looking, they hold it properly. Right? These are phases people are going through. We don't need to judge them. But they are not sure yet. Then we must know they are not sure yet. We must know that they are at the level where they cannot be trusted yet. They can do a good job and be trusted when they feel that they are being appreciated. But the moment that nobody is looking and nobody is anything, then they won't care. Okay? So similarly right now when we do Dharma practice, our gurus ask us to do certain prayers and everything. Do it daily for the rest of your life. You know? How many people can really say, bite the bullet and say, Lim Pe Wa, or Auntie me, or I definitely never break. You know, definitely never break. No matter what happened, still soldier on. Okay? Then this is something, you know, special quality. Right? This is something called special quality. Our guru asks us to do something, no matter what, we die, we do it. We never break, never break, never betray, always keep the word of honor before the Buddha as not the highest priority, but a life force, like breathing. Imagine one day you decide don't breathe because you don't feel like breathing. You understand? You know why Chinese chanting they use the wooden thing and knock, they call wooden fish, right? Tok, 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 tok. You know what's the meaning? You don't know why is it called wooden fish? Because if the fish don't move the mouth, it will die. Fish breathe by moving the mouth, right? So the chanting is like the fish moving the mouth. To external recitation, internal is to be meaning is to be watchful of our breath. Just imagine one day, we think there is a day after tomorrow, but tomorrow morning wake up, I don't feel like breathing, leh. I just don't feel like breathing. Stop breathing. You can stop me, mate. I don't feel like. Right? You understand? Yeah. We can say, I don't feel like eating, don't feel like drinking, I just don't feel like, now try, don't feel like breathing, see how? You understand? Right? It's when we are faced and when we face our own kind of idiosyncrasy and our own stubbornness, can we really say that, you know, I don't feel like breathing, you know, and we do it. I don't feel like breathing today. I'll breathe day after tomorrow. Right? That's why when we say, when we take a initiation or whatever, before the gurus, before the Buddhas and everything, right? I say, this is my promise. I promise I will do this. I promise this. And I never break as long as I'm alive. I never break as long as I'm alive. This is how great a big promise, you know. I never break this as long as I'm alive. Understand? Okay? So, should you care for others? Please care for others. But more importantly, please have self-care. Don't think about survival, but really think about thriving. Right? Buddhism, many people say, oh, Buddhism must be simple, must be poor, and must be like that, you know. How can it be possible? Look at Avalokiteshvara, always decked out in, you know, all the jewels and everything, right? Like the other day, you know, somebody asked me, how would Tara look like if Tara was a modern woman? I said, Tara was a modern woman. She'll be chauffeur-driven in Bentley. Okay, all her clothes will be tailor-made, jewelry all tailor. Don't need to carry brand. One look, you know. One look, you know. What is called define and distinguish elegance. Okay? Define, distinguish, dignified elegance. This is how all of us, I want all of you to be. I want all of you to be defined, to be distinguished, and to be dignified, and to be elegant as a Buddhist practitioner. Not, my face must be pale like tofu, drop my hair until like old coconut, right? I always wear tattered, torn, broken, cheap clothing, second hand, or look like beggar. Then look like I'm a real renunciate. You understand what I'm saying? But there are people who believe that, right? Would you like to be a dignified, defined, an elegant practitioner? Would you like to be? Right? Okay, thank you. Because this is my wish for you, to be dignified, right? To be well defined, right? To be elegant. Okay? It's not about being simple and everything, because very dignified, very elegant, very people, their dress, their clothing, their everything can be very simple, but just look different. You understand? Right? There are some people, simple piece of cloth they put on, somehow it just looks different. I put different lah. I give you the same cloth, also you look funny in it. Right? I honestly tell you, my guru, right, Singha Rinpoche, he got this very long robe, right, and he put on and everything. Wow, he looked really like the ancient great, really those ancient great masters. He got the air, because he have that energy. He have the energy. So me during teenager, he asked me, okay, you stand here. He take and then he put on for me. He read. Then after that, I look at myself, and then he look at me. Then we both start laughing. But I remember I was only 17 years old. I told my guru, I think 50 years difference. Look and feel different. Right? Yeah. The same piece of cloth, same robe. He wore it first. Then we took a photograph. Then he took it out and he asked me to wear it. He wore it for me. And when he wears it for me, looks totally different than I wear it myself. Looks totally different. I wear it myself somehow. Just I know. I look at my own reflection. I also laugh. Right? Yeah. So that's the main thing, is how we are inside. Right? That's why I want to say is, it's not what you pray for. It's not what we want. I can say I want many things. I want the best for you. But better, rather than me wanting the best for you, better I have the best for myself. Honestly, when you see that I have the best of the qualities and everything, the energy that I possess, then you'll be inspired to achieve it yourself. So this, like I said, a lot of people are praying for wealth, praying for things, praying for good luck, praying for this and that. All this praying for all these things is really a big problem. Praying for things and praying for support is really a big problem. Why? You want to know why? First of all, it creates a fixated imprint in our mind that we always need to be praying for something. Number two, we will always be in a situation where we will only pray for things and believe and trust that our prayers will and must be answered. And we don't have to have any responsibility for ourselves, because God will provide by praying, somebody will provide, or the universe will provide, and this and that. Okay? Responsibility for our own mind, our body, speech, mind, energy, realization is tantamount, most important in our own practice. Right? That's why some senior students here, like some the nuns, the Desmond, Kaiman, they can go do retreat, no problem. Even alone, no problem. You can do the retreat and everything, then no problem. Some cannot, some can. Honestly, some cannot, some can. Right? And some people have thought of, I want to go wherever everybody is going, they also want to go. There's nothing wrong with that. But you should follow what is your guru's instructions for you personally to practice. That is the most important. Practice to grow and to break through is the most important. Grow and break through is most important for that day, because the next day you need to continue to grow and continue to break through. I really like to see this time-lapse videos of plants growing from seed to become seedling, then they become a small plant, and then till they become big, and then the plant is always moving, right? But we cannot recognize that the plant is moving. But the plant is always moving when there's light and everything, and you can see the plants move. Then it starts to get strong, starts to bloom, and then fruit. Why? Because I always am so amazed. Real practice is like this. We grow, but we cannot see, and other people cannot see. Right? Other people who don't like orange will always say orange is no good. But you already become orange tree. Then why don't we focus and concentrate on those who like orange juice? Isn't it? Just like, coffee shop, you buy mineral water, $1. Go to cinema, the same mineral water, what, $5? Right? Go to airport, $12. Same thing. Same thing. That's why I say, we must all recognize we cannot save and care for everybody. But save ourselves, have self-care, thrive, and we be there to lead and to support those whom we have karmic connection. Right? So, always recite prayers, go to the market, go to where there are lots of corpses, right? Dead animals and everything, right? Always recite prayers for them, recite mantras for them, recite mantras into the water and pour into the sea. Right? Or when you burn incense, recite the mantras as the smoke and or essential oil. Now you don't need to burn. Now put in the, what do you call this? Diffuser, or there's one, the other one, no water, nothing, just put, and then it goes zzz. I don't know what atomizer, atomizer, and there's another one, I can't remember what's the name. So anyway, there's so many new things that also you can recite to the mantra, recite prayers and mantra, the king of prayers, and then let the smell, the fragrance come out. Okay, it really will benefit. It really will benefit. We don't see the immediate benefit now, but it will benefit. So, give yourself some good pat in your back. Have faith that you are doing the beneficial thing. Okay, you are not so bad. You know why? You want to know why you are not so bad and you are good? You want to know why? Because you are here. How many people don't come? Thursday night, Friday night, go. Subramajit was telling me, he always sees, and at night time people are eating noodles, right? Late at night, right? Don't practice. And they just think of worldly people's life just spending on eating, sleeping, drinking, working. Then what happens? Karma finish, body dies. Mind panics. Before the body die, our mind start to panic. Fear, worry, sickness and everything, so many things. Okay? So, we have the karma to be here together. Let us support and cherish one another. This is the way to go. Okay? This is the way to go. Right? There's never a perfect time or perfect place for anything like this. Okay? So there's a question here. I've learned to be kind, be caring and empathize to others. But people start to become greedy or take advantage of me. Should I be stopping myself to be caring? What's the point if he or she doesn't even appreciate? You shouldn't stop yourself to be caring. You should start to care for yourself. Start to care for yourself. Start to care your outlook. Start to build up again. Start to care for your health, care for how you look like, your hairstyle, your skin condition, the nature of the nature and the condition of your mind. Okay? Yeah. All these things are important, I feel. Okay? Start to go for your hair treatments, your whatever you want to do, go do treatment for your eyebrows or your eyelashes, I don't know. I see many people doing many things. Yeah. So, it's okay, you are not monk, you are not nun, lay person, then look and feel good from inside. Okay? So, what's the point if he or she doesn't even appreciate? I would say that the other person doesn't know to appreciate because you have given that person permission to not appreciate you. You have given permission to that person to not appreciate you. Why? Because you always say yes and never say no. Okay? And you have always given unconditionally and torture yourself, and the other person doesn't know how much you have to go through to give that. So, you don't have to stop caring. Caring doesn't mean to 100% give up your body, your mind, your dreams, your everything. Right? Caring really means being able to, so for example, right? For myself, I got so many long prayers and everything to do everything. If I don't care about my own practice, just do everything everybody asks me to do, will I make everybody happy? Will I make everybody happy? No. You know why? Because I will have become free. I will make everybody happy one time, but will it be meaningful? No. Why? Because I'm not here to make people happy. That's the main thing. I'm not here to make people happy. You see, Buddhism really was taught by many people who are distorted themselves. Okay? Do you realize one thing? Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths, the truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of happiness and the path to achieving happiness. Four Noble Truths, right? But how come everybody only focus on the suffering? Why nobody focus on the happiness? Right? And if it's just all about suffering and then all about happiness, then where's the middle path? Do you understand? So when we say we want to practice renunciation, we must really practice to renounce suffering and to renounce our expectation of happiness. Because the expectation of happiness most of the time is not about self-confidence but ego. You realize that? Most of the time, almost 100% of the time, happiness is egocentric. So renunciation, we have to renounce not just the suffering and the causes of suffering, we must also renounce egocentric happiness and the path leading to that. Then you know, it's not swinging of the, you know, like the pendulum of the grandfather clock there, right? This happiness, suffering, happiness, suffering, happiness, suffering. We really need to renounce our egocentric idea of happiness. If not, we are always blindly chasing after happiness, you know, blindly chasing after success. Then where is... I remember when I was in the army, it left a deep imprint in my mind when I was in the army. This word left a deep imprint in my mind because of one encik in the army, warrant officer. You know what they told me? They say, this encik, he's tiger soul. You don't play with him. Scary. Okay? Then everybody didn't believe. Later on in camp, he's my best friend. Really, became my best friend. Because I removed in my mind that he was tiger soul. I just treat him respectfully, equally. Alright? And somebody said, wow, he really steady. He's really steady. So this term steady got imprinted in my mind. I say, why he steady? Say, the parade square, officer don't care, just walk across the parade square. He can salute the officer and take out the rank and ask the officer to run 3 rounds around the parade square. And then after that, he returned the rank to the officer, salute the officer, and he walk off. He's steady. He know where he stand. Right? So, to him, then it left an imprint in my mind. Does he have self-confidence? Yes. Did he care about happiness? Did he care about other people saying good or bad about him? No. But he achieved, to me, at that age when I was in the army, I thought, wow, he good. Respect. Why? He really do what was expected of him without fear of praise or blame or the eight 8 worldly dharmas. Happiness, unhappiness, praise or blame, people buying him this or never give him gifts or this and that. No, all these things don't bother. Zero to him. And then later on there I thought, oh, my guru also like that. Yeah. However rich the person, whoever, everybody, the more I realize, the more other people say, oh, this person is coming, he's very rich, very powerful, or whoever this, the worse my guru treat him. Yeah, this is what I realized later on. So if nobody say anything, my guru, very, very just normal, just himself, But if somebody say that, oh, he's the so and so, and he's a so and so, and he's a so and so, oh, my guru, I say, wait outside, wait, then maybe ask them come for lunch, and then they arrive at lunchtime. The lunch is my guru's lunch. Their lunchtime and my guru's lunch is different time. My guru's lunch is 10 p.m. They come at 11:30 for lunch. Then they wait from 11:30 until 10 p.m. Like that. Right? So whoever really about this name, fame, honor, this and that, totally didn't matter at all to my guru. Zero. Right? It was this inner dignity that really was something really very powerful, deeply powerful for him, about him, that's beyond all these kind of things. Right? So, my advice, my answer for this question is, should you stop yourself to be caring? No, just the caring, this caring one is now start to care for yourself. Okay, next question is, when doing prayer sometimes you feel a lot of anger, frustration, hatred and self-grasping. My body becomes tense and uncomfortable. How do I feel compassion, love and all the positive emotions instead of the negative ones? Nobody asks you to feel positive emotion, Nobody even asks you to have emotions. Nobody asks you to have positive qualities. You cannot be somebody who is angry and negative and everything to become positive. You know it, I know it, it's fake. Why don't we agree to disagree, okay, and from negative person to become an indifferent person first. It's okay to be indifferent like that. From somebody who is very negative and angry and frustrated and tense, right? Let the person to become, okay, no bad feeling, no good feeling, no this. Just be neutral first. When neutral, the person also probably indifferent, and okay. Then slowly build up the deeper qualities towards self-confidence. Okay? So this quality of self-confidence, very, very important, because when you have self-confidence, you start to appreciate one another, start to appreciate people, start to appreciate what people can do for one another, not do to each other. Because when you are starting to become, when in the beginning all of us, when doing prayer, sometimes you feel a lot of anger, frustrated, hatred, self-grasping. So the word here is sometimes you feel a lot of it. How about the other times when you don't feel? I don't know who this person is, but I rejoice that you are still practicing, even though you do feel anger, frustration, hatred and self-grasping. And I understand. I don't blame you. I accept you. Right? How can anybody say, today I take refuge, I'm Buddhist, tomorrow I'm great Bodhisattva? Cannot be what? Right? Cannot be. Okay? So how do I feel compassion, love, and all the positive emotions instead of the negative ones? So don't swing from left to right, from left to the middle, and relax first. I feel before the positive can grow. Okay, let's understand it like that. When there's earthquake and volcanic eruption, can anything grow? Okay, before anything can grow, first they need what? Stability, peace, calm. Right? Then the forest can slowly grow again. The plants can grow again. Okay? So before we have this positive things, we need to have calm. We need to have inner serenity. We need to love and respect ourselves and learn and respect one another. Correct? Is there a way to transform these emotions instead of merely sitting there and watching my mind spiral into anger? I don't like this feeling, please advise. When you are doing prayers and stuff and you sit there and you watch your mind spiral into anger, stop. Stop that prayer, stop whatever you're doing and go exercise, take a cold shower. This is my honest advice. Wash your hair, take a good cold shower, bathe, change clothes, clean clothes. Right? Do that. Okay? Start from body. Don't immediately go to, the mind only, school, mind practice, mind training, this and that. No, it's okay. Stop your prayer at that moment. Okay? Take cold shower, bathe, wash your hair, enjoy your shampoo, whatever. Okay? Then come out, groom yourself properly, and then after that, maybe you are tired, maybe you are hungry. Right? If you're hungry, go eat something. If you're tired, go and take a small nap. Right? These are different ways. I know many people like to expect me to say, recite this mantra, do this prayer, do this puja, it will help. You know, you are a future Buddha, you know. If future Buddha feel tired, it's good karma to make offering to the future Buddha, the offering of sleep, right? If future Buddha feel hungry, then it's good karma to make offering of food to the future Buddha, isn't it? Future Buddha thirsty, then make offering of drink to future Buddha, right? Future Buddha feel very hot, nice to turn on the air conditioner, right? You understand what I mean? So how we practice differently, this is the way to practice. Not to spoil ourselves, but to understand that body have needs. Okay? Don't ignore your body. Like if you're not feeling well, please go and see a doctor. Don't be like me, heart pain for a few days, then don't say, right? After that, no, bye-bye. Like that. You understand what I'm saying? If you suddenly, if heart pain, then say heart pain, then see doctor. It's okay. Right? I don't have heart pain lah. I'm just saying like that. Okay. Okay, so so that's the watch your mind spiral into anger, this and that. No, the main thing is this: recognize before you get angry, or when you watch your mind spiral into anger, stop it. Because once it becomes angry, it's difficult to come out. But before it becomes angry, you can still stop it. You recognize it, you stop it, pull the plug. Right? Go and take cold shower. Many times it helps. Sometimes due to now people like to hear this kind of thing. Your karmic creditor come, cause a lot of spiritual disturbance, or you need to go to the beach, jump into the sea, scream your lungs out, get the sea water wash away the bad luck, Don't say, but it really it works, Whether spirit or not is another thing. Got jump into the sea, go and swim and scream your lungs out. Okay, it really works. Right? There are people who have cancer. I told them to scream their lungs out few times, 3 times a week for 7 weeks. Okay, yeah, and go and swim in the sea. Honestly, the cancer cure. Because all this thing is feed on negative energy and negative emotions. We all suffer. We all have difficult childhood. We all have difficult situations. We all have anger. We all have everything. Right? The things that hurt us most are things that have no form, no body, no mind, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind. Right? Right? The things that hurt us most. No eyes, no ears, no nose, no mouth, no taste, no body, no mind. The thing that make us happiest most, same also. No eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind. Right? Recognize it. Recognize it. Next question is, why is it that sometimes I get scared or angry at certain situations, like being scolded, but other people remain unaffected? What causes afflictions to arise? You get scared or angry is, because you do not know how to deal with it, and it always stems from childhood. Right? Some people don't have this situation in childhood, so scold, can laugh, no, doesn't matter. Right? Some people really got really badly tortured as a child, so very easily trigger into behaving like a child again. We have to recognize this. When somebody is not themselves as an adult, it is because they are behaving as a child when they are children. Physical maturity versus emotional maturity of that. Okay, so when you get scared or angry, understand it, because you see, feel yourself, when were you scared or angry when you were a child? Recognize that. Okay, and then mandala offering, we know to download blessings, right? Can you upload suffering? Can we upload your suffering? Can you upload our heartaches and difficult situations? We all have walls that follow our forehead every day, and we always bang our forehead to them, right? Those walls. Don't tell me you don't have. I have them every day. Right? So we bang our forehead against this invisible wall. So upload it. Surrender the attachment to the invisible wall. Sometimes we do not know how to solve it. We do not know how to this and that. In the inner mandala offering, offer it. Surrender our attachment to it. Okay? How should the mind be? Or what are the intentions when reciting many mantras? My mind wanders a lot when reciting. I don't know how to answer your question. If you are doing your sadhana, then follow the instruction of your sadhana during the time of recitation. But if you are not following sadhana, just reciting, then your mind and the intention is creating blessed frequencies throughout the universe. Blessed mantras, all mantras have frequency. Blessed frequency, and like the visualization of the deity that you are reciting on the crown of your head. Okay? And then after that, then when you're reciting, the deity is also reciting together with you. So we are never lonely. If you are reciting Tara mantra, if you didn't receive initiation, then Tara is sitting on top of crown of your head, and you pray to Tara. Then after that you recite, and she's also reciting. When you complete, you recite, and then you feel happy. You don't recite long, but recite, and then you feel happy. Then dedicate, then the Tara dissolve into you. Like that. Or Shakyamuni Buddha, or Avalokiteshvara, Kuan Yin, or Amitabha Buddha, or Guru Rinpoche, or Lama Tsongkhapa, right? Whatever, like this. You feel happy, and then, when you can recite the mantra on the water, then the water the plants, give to the fish, and this and that. There will always be the good energy, good result. Okay? So like that, then it will be. Any other question? No? Okay, thank you. Good night. Omahong, Omahong, Omahong. This ground anointed with perfume, bestrewn with flowers, with Mount Meru in the middle. The 4 great lands, the 8 subcontinents, with the sun and the moon, the palace of the gods, and all the enjoyments of the gods and humans, together with the offerings of my own personal desires, my cravings, my idiosyncrasies, my problems, all I offer. My hopes and my fears and my dreams, my desires and my worst fears and my nightmares, my insecurities, my depressions, all the problems and situations that I do not know what to do, how to think, or how to go about it. I release my attachment and craving and my ego on them. I release and I accept and I request my Guru and Buddhas to come into my heart to illuminate me. May I be a divine lantern of light and love. May I be the lamp and light of hopes and dreams for all beings. May I be bright myself, and may we band together to give off great light and great love. Om Idam Guru Rana Mandala Gauniya Dayami. May the precious body mind not yet born arise and grow. May that born and no decline but increase forevermore.
Om Savasti, like the countless light rays that radiate from Ruby Mountain, exquisite and Matayu, Lord of everlasting life, who cultivates and one does not tire of seeing, whose essence is of infinite life, the nectar of mortality, please instantly grant our Guru the city of stable and everlasting life. Are intelligent and skillful in upholding traditions of Buddha, spreading the holy Dharma through explanations and practices, in order to lead disciples onto the path to liberation. You're the one who are an good guide. Please live a long and stable life. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to enjoy astute health. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to live a long life. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru that your Dharma activities spread and flourish far and wide. I request respectfully my precious Holy Guru to bless me to be never separate from you. In all my future rebirth, may never be separate from my perfect Guru, may enjoy a magnificent Dharma, and by completing of qualities of stages and path, may quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Me ze wei na qian qian rei zi Qian bei wang bo jiang bei yang gan qian qian bei song qian song ka ba lo san zha bei sha la so wa di we me ze wei na qian qian rei zi Dream can pay Wang Po Jiang Pei Yang An Chen can pay Song Qian Song Ka Pa Lo San Dra Pei Sha La So Wa Di mi mi zo we ta qian qian ri zi
Drink
mi ken pi wang bu jiang pi yang an qi ken pi song qian cong ka pa lo sang dra pi sha la so wan di.
Okay, so before I forgot to answer one question. Somebody asked me about, basically this person has lots of mind problem, family problem, Dharma practice also problem. He got a lot of things that cannot reconcile within him or herself. The understanding of digesting, not just understanding, digesting of the Dharma also problem. This person also well-to-do and everything, and so asked me what to do. So my honest answer for this is, if you have tried many other things and they don't work, and it boils down to one thing: you really got lots of obstacles and not enough merits. And so it's good if you, excellent if you can offer your body, speech and mind, and offer talk during Guru Pujas, during Guru Pomjok ceremony, or when this great ceremony or for making offerings to Gurus, purifying negative, which purifies unbelievable amount of negative karma. Yeah. Then this is my advice. If you don't have enough merit, how much you study cannot become wisdom. Right? There are some people very strong merit. Like I've seen some lamas, very unbelievable strong merit. Like what I said just now, they're very steady. Young, very steady, very tall, very big, very fair, like a great white, just like great white elephant, like that. Very strong and very steady. Because of that also, I feel the very strong merit and practicing Dharma, meditation, and resulting in wisdom seems so effortless for them. And really can see that through the years, only one thing changed. They become more and more dignified and well-defined in their ways of explanation. So, my answer to this person is as such, and so the same advice I give for everybody whom you know that they have, whether they are Buddhist or not, is also okay. Right? We know this Guru Pomjok ceremony is happening next week, right? Yeah. Now it's the golden opportunity to purify negativities and accumulate great merit. If you can join, go join and do the recitation, offer the talk. Unbelievable merit, unbelievable. Right? Also temple, also we need to accumulate merit. Why? We need to do this major renovation. Even a three-room flat that was that people renovated, 3-room flat, a few years ago was $20,000. Now the same 3-room flat to renovate the same thing costs $60,000. Same thing, same stuff. Everything goes up. Right. For that, the reason I asked to my guru Charu Rinpoche, should I postpone and delay the thing? Rinpoche's answer to me was, through his years, now Rinpoche is already 70 over years old, things, prices only go up, never come down. Right? So his advice or instruction was to soldier on and go ahead and do. But to soldier on, go ahead and everything is not just myself, it's all of us who have benefited from this organization, right? And therefore, do your offering, do your practice, encourage others to do, especially even those who have passed away or relatives who don't believe and everything. Sign up for their name and everything. Sow seeds, not drop bombs. Okay? Thank you.
And everybody please rise. Can do 3 prostrations. Thank you. And once again, in tonight's announcements for the week. So there's an orientation program that's going to happen this Sunday at 2 p.m. So if you're keen to learn about Buddhism and how you can start your learning of Dharma right here with us, so join the program for us to connect with you. So this program will be about introducing about the temple, sharing the basic Buddhist practices, and also sharing the services that we provide and facilitate interaction and bonding together as this big family, as we grow together. So please scan the QR code, bring your friends and family along, and we'll see you on 11th June. So Exploring Buddhism, Module 1, so on 16th of July onwards for quite a few sessions, 2 to 6 p.m., join us on site with Dharma brother Keith Chung to learn more about Buddhism. So this course provides learners with basic understanding and appreciation of Buddhism. Language of instruction is in English, so scan to register to find out more. And of course, as Rinpoche mentioned, Guru Punsuk ceremony, it's happening soon, so that's happening on the 16th to 17th of June, Friday to Saturday, Tekchen Choling, Malacca. So this year, the event will be held at Malacca, so where we can pray and receive teachings as a community with our dearest Dharma family from Malaysia and many parts of the world. So, this is a great family reunion, as we have been all anticipating this for the longest time. So it's time to sign up, and the last day for closing is on the 11th, which is this Sunday. So don't miss out this great opportunity to come, create merits and receive teaching. So what's going to happen is that we really encourage everyone to come together to generate the faith and devotion to, so come and receive precious heart teachings from Singha Rinpoche. So come by, let's keep the flame of hope alive, that we can transcend our old self through the practice of Guru Bonso. So Singha Rinpoche will be teaching and guiding us throughout the event. So this is something special about receiving teachings in a retreat setting, because it allows us the time and space to contemplate and immerse ourselves in Dharma. So at the same time, supplicate Guru Rinpoche while supporting a good cause. So this Guru Punsuk is actually a hok offering practice that deepens our relationship with Guru Rinpoche. So we will be collaborating with Tekchen Choling Malacca to set up the hok offerings physically for the 2-day event. So with the kind assistance of Happy Charity Association in Malaysia, so the food items will be distributed to the needy individuals and families in their local community. So there's also exquisite offerings for a great wealth of merit. So there's prosperity dragon incense, chalk offerings, mandala offerings, and many more. So making offerings is also an important part of our Buddhist practice, so as it will help us to gather a collection of merits for success in our spiritual and worldly aspirations. We strongly encourage everyone to make sincere offerings to request Guru Rinpoche for his swift and powerful blessings. So scan to sign up now. And with this, this is Ilay signing off, and quick reminder for Guru Puja this Saturday at 4 p.m. Join us. Thank you and good night.
Singha